I'm going to teach you how to make African tea. Hi, I'm going to teach you how to make African tea.
This is my kitchen. I'm going into my kitchen now. This is what I'm saying. Right, so when you're doing it, yeah. This is me and you talking, so we're doing it preview. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be behind the camera and it's recording you. So what I'm trying to say to you, go, oh, this is my kitchen, and we're going to the stove, and I've got to get.
Wait,
these are the things.
you gotta switch the camera a little bit.
No, we don't. This is a preview.
No, but you gotta switch the camera.
No, we don't need to switch the camera.
How are you gonna see the pot?
Because when we're gonna do it, we switch the camera. This is just a preview of what we're gonna do.
Oh, okay.
So we can both see it right now here.
Right.
So because you're gonna be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you need to switch the camera to see
I
them.
know. I thought this is a preview, blood. What you don't understand? I go bro. Right. So I'm going like this. Yeah, and I'm recording you, and you're gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna put on the pot and whatever. Yeah. Right.
Come. So, what we need is a little bit of boiled water. A little bit of milk. Some spices. Okay, the spices that we're going to use are cardamom, cinnamon, whole clove, and ginger. Now, you've got to peel the ginger. It's important for you to peel the ginger because ginger is very good for your throat. It clears all of the mucus that you want to spit. It's very important that you clear your throat. Everybody has issues with throat mucus. Now, if you really want to know how to breathe and be free, whole cloves is essential. Okay? You take about 10 or 20 or 30 cloves and you put it in the water. Clove is good for, can you come a little bit closer? Clove is very good for your teeth, your dentals, your mouth, your larynx, your esophagus. It's amazing. It really does free your spirit. Let it all go gold. Is it gold? Is it gold? It's gold. Yeah. Then you take cinnamon. Just a little bit. Sorry, upside down. Cinnamon. And you put it in your stove and you let it boil. And then you take cardamom. Not too many. Just a few. And put it in there. Let it boil. Make sure you can smell it. It's very essential that you smell it. You've got to make sure that those spices you can smell it. If you don't smell it, then it's not boiled. You gotta just boil it. Make it a little bit, golden. I don't know, I don't do this stuff for a living. I wish I did. I would be a millionaire by now. Now I have somebody who's holding the camera. Thank you, God. God is good, God is good. At the end of the day, I've been praying. I'm just like, I can't do this on my own. And here I am doing it with my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, so once it come. Keep boiling. Once you can smell the cardamom, and cardamom has a certain scent. You've got to let it just get in there a little bit. And then you put some milk. And you got to wait until it boils over. Literally, it's got to boil over. The whole thing has to boil over. It might take some time, but you got to wait. Patience. In this life, I've found, especially with this race issue and everything, nobody seems to have patience. How are you going to know if the court of law is going to judge right if you don't wait?
Hello everybody. I'm so glad you could join me today. Today's lesson is... Bedroom pop can take many forms, but the basic core principle of bedroom pop is that basically it just sounds like someone made it in their bedroom studio. I'm going to talk you through a track I just made. Again, bedroom pop can sound like a lot of things. This is very much like a synth pop, vaporwave kind of indie song. So I'm going to go through it. So first I took out my synth, put some filter on it, turned it into a sine wave, gave it some OTT to really enhance it and bring out its highs and mids, made a basic melody, gave it some reverb, added a bass line using Kontakt Classic Bass, duplicated it 4 times, then added some variation here and there. Next I wanted to look for a good sounding kick. Put the kick on the track. You can also try a different kick pattern. Put a clap snare on it. I don't think that works, so I'm going to try something else, maybe a rim. None of that felt right to me, so I thought I'd go a different route, so I changed the synth back into a saw wave. Made it more pulsy and futuristic. Transposed it down a few octaves. Sprinkled some arpeggio in the melody. I decided to use C78 for all my drum samples. Freaking out because this now sounds exactly like Oblivion by Grimes. I put on a sidechain. If you didn't understand what that sidechain just did, it just modulated the volume along to the beat. This is what a sidechain would sound like on an extreme level. Put in a mellotron, a very famous synth instrument. You'll hear it in Somebody I Used to Know by Gautier and I think some Vampire Weekend songs. Put some reverb on the mellotron. I'm gonna add some effects to the mellotron, maybe a guitar amp. Yep, that's all good, and now we're set for the lyrics. When writing for bedroom pop, make sure your lyrics are
extra simpy.
You want to put all your e-boy sauce in this. Now my vocal setup is awful, so this is awful.
It'll be okay. Just remember, I'm by your side table. If you want me back, I'm easy to.
I'm adding loads of effects to vocals, that's not even gonna fix it though. I've heard it in a few songs, I'm just gonna pitch it up. I'm putting a gate on the vocals to block out all that terrible noise in the background. Now I'm just gonna fix some of the notes that I sung too flat or sharp. and finish it off with some compression and EQing. Now it's finished, here's how to make Bedroom Pop album art. Basically it's just like an amateur picture taken on a retro camera where the person is unfocused or something, so just do that. And finally, here's the end result.
Welcome to this instructional video. This video will show you how to do this. Just spinning a drumstick. Spin. First thing you will need is a drumstick. If you don't have a drumstick, pencil. With the pencil, obviously it's lighter, so it's gonna just be a little bit different. But yeah, so time to begin. With the drumstick, first you must hold it in your hand. A good thing to note is the weight of the drumstick, or whatever you're using, with this pencil or drumstick. This is actually a heavier drumstick. It's actually weighted for training purposes, to help do your rudiments faster, so basically play faster. So what I'll do is this. I'll use a smaller drumstick, so those who do not have access to a drumstick and they have a pencil or something similar, it will be more applicable to them because it's of a lighter weight. So the first thing you do is you hold the drumstick in your hand, and then you put the drumstick between your middle finger and I just call it the thing you point with, right? So with this, it's more of a thing you need to think about rather than technically do. So when you first attempt to do this, you might find that the stick doesn't make this motion, so you have to imagine it's making this motion. You'll understand when you try. If you don't try, you won't understand, because what's really happening is the motion that you're making with your fingers is actually pushing the drumstick to spin, and the little ridges, I guess, of your bones here, can't really see but you can feel it, actually tilts the drumstick slightly to make it spin. This is the motion you might find happens at first, but this is because the rotation is not there. You're simply tilting the stick between your two fingers, whereas when you use this motion, it will spin, whereas when you just simply tilt it, it won't spin. So you want to slightly angle your hand upwards so you have gravity pulling the stick downwards and the kind of ridges on your finger, creating the, I guess, rotating motion. If you have no patience, you will not do this. You must be patient. You must practice. You can't just expect this to happen straight away. If it does, well done. If it doesn't, exercise more patience and you will do it. So, thank you for watching. Spin, spin, spin. Good luck. Don't be impatient.
is Elio. I hope you are all doing well. In this video, I am going to show you how to achieve lucid dreaming through 3 simple steps. There are many different methods to achieve lucid dreaming, but my favorite one, because of its simplicity and execution, is reality check method. Let me explain. The whole idea is that by doing reality checks in your daily life, sooner or later you will start doing them in your dreams too. Usually, we don't realize that we dream to the point we wake up. By implementing the reality checks in your waking life, you will start doing them in your dreams too, when your conscious mind will easily come to the realization, oh, I am dreaming. Okay guys, let's get comfortable. Sophie, Sam, Mohammed, Monger. You all listening? Rory? First of all, when you perform your reality checks, you must shift your awareness completely and only on them. So, for a minute, do not think and do anything, but simply shift your awareness and focus on your surroundings and on the specific reality check. Now, the idea is to create 3 simple habits that will serve as your reality check. You will have to repeat these habits as much as you can during the time that you are awake. I would suggest 3 habits that are simple to do at any time of the day. We only going to need the clock, your own hands, and a book. Sorry guys, I was so thirsty. Speaking of, don't forget to drink plenty of water. It's healthy and it helps for lucid dreaming as well. First, grab any book that you can find. I had to come here because I don't own one. Anywho, open the book and choose a random page. Now read a random line from that page with your mind voice. Put a mark on the page and close the book. Now I want you to open the book again to the page that you have marked and you will notice that nothing has changed. If you perform this reality check during a dream, you will not find the same page that you marked, or you will find it completely changed. That's because, in the dream state there's no consistency. Return the book in the shelf, and please follow me to the next step. This one is very simple. Basically just stare your hand for 30 seconds, focus on your fingers, nails, the shape of your hands. As I said before, repeat this new habit as much as you can when you are awake. When this reality check is performed in the dream state, you will notice that your hand will look distorted. And that's going to make you understand you are dreaming. Choose a clock or every other object that have an established place at your home. Look at it and concentrate for 30 seconds or 1 minute. Now look away, and then look again at the object you chose. In the dream state, chances are you are not going to see the object again, or if you do it will be completely transformed. With the third confirmation you should experience a light vibration through your whole body. That's the moment you became fully aware. Now you can control your dream. It is clear by now that you have full control in your dream. Where do you want to go? There's no limits. Choose the time, place, fly. Design your reality. Find the comfortable place to sit or lie. Don't cross your arms or legs. Have an open posture that is easy to stay in for the next 20 minutes. Allow your eyes to close naturally. Take 3 deep, slow breaths, releasing any tension and anxiety as you do. Observe the thoughts that enter your mind and gently release them without any interaction. Let yourself float. Focus on releasing physical tension throughout your body. Starting from your toes, visualize each muscle relaxing and melting into the furniture. It brings a pleasant, warm feeling of relaxation. Systematically release each muscle group, heightening the sense of relaxation every time. Spend extra time on your shoulders, upper back and jaw, which hold a lot of tension. Visualizing soothing water or a golden glow may help to free up the muscles. Visualize yourself at the top of a staircase. This represents your consciousness. As you descend each stair one at a time, drift deeper and deeper into your soothing, relaxing trance state. Count the steps if you like, starting from 10. Try rolling your eyes gently back into your head and keep your body still. Softly repeat one or more of the following phrases in your mind. Choose whichever feels right for you. I can remember my dreams. I can have lucid dreams. Repeat your chosen affirmation as many times as you want. Revel in the feeling of deep relaxation. Visualize yourself achieving your goal. When you're ready, prepare to wake up from your trance. Tell yourself you will count to 10, and with each step you will slowly return to full awareness. Then count upwards as you climb the steps in your mind. You are almost done. Take a deep breath when you reach the top, then open your eyes. Sit for a moment if you like, and remember to stand up slowly. Thank you everyone for your attention. That was how to achieve lucid dreaming through 3 simple steps. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Elio for Creative Sparkworks. I wish you all sweet lucid dreaming.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Johnny and Sam's Cannibal Cookery course. No, I'm just making that up. We're just making chili sauce. In this week's top tip, I'm going to be teaching you how to make an instructional video using just your phone. So that means we're shooting it all on phone, and then I'm going to be editing it on the phone and showing you how to do it. At the end of which we should have produced an instructional video on how to make the best chili sauce known to man, otherwise known as Johnny's Marvellous Medicine. Stay tuned.
Okay, so here we are in Power Director. I'm going to continue with the idea of trying to do everything in the phone so we don't actually go onto the PC at all. I've now shot my series of video clips with Johnny for our chili sauce video, and I've gone into Power Director here, which is a free phone software that I like to use for editing on my phone. Some people prefer Premiere or whatever. I just find this one easier to use really, and I just quite like it. The free version is watermarked, but you can always just crop out the watermark. I have got the 7-day free trial just to see what that's like for the purpose of this video. So I jump in here and do a new project, give it a project name, and we're going to call this Johnny's Marvellous Medicine. Okay, And then it says select video aspect ratio. Well, I've shot mine with the phone, turn 90 degrees, which I think is the best ratio for filming if you want to make a good video. But 1:1 is good for Instagram, and 9:16, well, that is a format that some vloggers use, but I'm not a fan of it. So jump into 16:9, and then here you can see the interface is very simple. I've got all my folders up there. They've got all my different files in. I can just click on 100 Andrea. That's where my footage is stored. And there we can see all of the clips that I shot in reverse order. You can also see the first clip that I set there, which was the intro, which by now I guess we would have already seen. So I'm going to take that clip, drag it onto the timeline, just like that, and then what I can do is I can hit play.
Hey guys, what is up?
And there
Welcome
we go.
to Johnny and Sam's crazy cannibal cookery course. No, I'm just making that up. We're just making chili sauce. In this week's top tip, I'm going to be teaching you how to make an instructional
Okay,
video
right, we've seen all this, so I might just go to the
known
end.
to man, otherwise known as Johnny's Marvellous Medicine. Stay tuned.
Maybe I'll just get rid of that end smirk so I can actually just pinch the end there. And I can sort of zoom in and out by pinching as well to get more control as you would in Premiere.
Stay tuned.
So we're going to bring that out a bit more.
Stay tuned.
Okay, so that's my first clip down, and now maybe I want to add in some kind of title and maybe some music as well. And you can see there I could even do a voiceover, but at the moment I'm doing the voiceover in the screen recording software, so we don't really need that. But no doubt we will be bringing in stuff from there later on. I can go down onto the layers, and then here we go. We've got all these different effects that one can apply, as you can see there. And if I want, I can go in and bring in more titles, up here, more like graphical overlays that I can lay as well. So loads of stuff in there. And then if I actually click on the clip of me, you can see there's a cogwheel, so that lets me look into the settings, and I can actually set things like, do I want some panning movement, do I want automatic transitions, all of these things that you can play around with and go into in greater detail. I don't actually use them that much. Things I use the most is really just titles and then occasionally grading rather than a lot of the effects. I might do some crossfades occasionally. So yeah, I'll just zoom out a bit there, and you can see that's over 30 seconds. I can scrub the end there, it's like 40 seconds long, just the intro. So let's get a move on. I may pause this at some point just so it's not too long and while I bung everything else in, but we'll just get started. So let's say I'll just go for default for my titles here. And then there's my title. I'll tap to edit, and we'll put in the same. Johnny's Marvellous. Or maybe I will say how to make Johnny's Marvellous Medicine. This is better. So a little bit big there. What I might do is just put that on another line. Make it central. I think that's alright, don't really need any of those. Do I like that font? Let's try some other ones. Let's try heavy. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Position, like central. I think that's kind of good. And we chose another button. So I'll then take my clip there and I'll just put it up here so that as soon as the clip ends, I hit that clip. I can actually select the clip, hit the pencil there, bring some more options up. Tile design, that's what I was in. Split is for cutting, but I want duplicate because it's going to save me some time. And then what I can then do is just go to my duplicate thing here, because I've got it how I like it, and then we can just be like, step 1, weigh 110 grams of Scotch bonnet chilies. Nice. And again, I think this needs a little bit of formatting, so step, that's on a separate line. Cool. So now I'm just going to go back to my clips. We were putting in a colour board as a background for our clips, but that seems to be a bit better now. Just again try dragging this out and find the shot that I did where we weighed out 110 grams of Scotch bonnet chilies. That's the cooker. Here are scales. So I think it's going to be this one here. I can preview and go. Which is quite good. Right, so that's garlic. We'll have you next. And go. Lovely. So that's the clip that I want. Go. So yeah, again, we want to make this a bit snappier. So I'm going to cut this just as the bowl is coming in there. That's enough. Nice and snappy. I'm going to fill in the rest of the video and just speed up the screen capture so that you guys will not have to sit here and watch me piece by piece stitch it all together, or you can just see me piecing together piece by piece, but it will be sped up. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. Uh-oh. Nose over you, ruining my Go away. Okay guys, so that brings me to the end of the editing part. You can see it's a relatively quick process. Did a bit of cutting in there. The last thing I would do here now is to just bring in some music. If I go into my downloads folder, I've got some nice like elevator music. My clip's nearly 2 minutes 50, so elevator talk loop 237, that's probably just about perfect. So I'm going to drag that in there. You see, it'll just process it. I'll just drag that so it lines up, and I'm not necessarily going to want it over the beginning part of the video with my intro, so I'm just going to move it so that it kicks in hopefully right at the beginning, and then we can just, you know, have it come to the end there, and then you can actually have a fade out on the end. So it should. There we go, it's got a nice fade in. This is the one thing I hate, is the intrusiveness of phone apps. Anyway. Otherwise known as Johnny's Marvellous Medicine. Stay tuned. Cool. So that's all good, we've got everything how we like it, and what I'm going to do now is just export the video. So that's the fun part. I can go up here, produce video, I can actually send it straight to Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or onto the cloud. I like to go to more output options, and I could even put outputs in 4K, but I don't need to because I didn't shoot it in 4K. I just did 1080 because it's not going to be seen anywhere where 4K will really benefit. Settings, I'm going to leave that on 30. Better quality, I usually like to set it on. And yeah, that's it really. Hit next, and there you're going to see it rendering out the video, and then I will just be able to upload this video straight to YouTube or put it into our compilation. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial video, and that it shows that really you don't need anything more than your phone to make a good instructional video. I didn't go that deep into other things you can do in that software in Cyberlink, but you can do color grading, sound mixing, you know, there's a lot of different visual effects that you can put on. It's kind of good if you're on the road, I guess. If you say going on holiday and you're on the plane for 6 hours, well, pull out your phone and make a video, or if you're in the car or whatever. I find it kind of easier than working off my laptop, because it means, you know, if I'm on a bus going to work in the morning, I don't need to be taking my laptop out on the bus to make a video. I can just do it all from my phone, as you've seen me do there, and then by the time I've arrived at work, maybe I've got a finished video to upload, or perhaps I upload it on the way back. So there we go, video is done. Got all these kind of options here of what I could upload it to. Okay. Hey guys, so we are back and we are inside of Premiere Pro. What I've done is taken the video I exported from my phone and re-imported it inside of Premiere. Why have I done this, you ask? Why did you not just stick with your finished video from the phone? Well, it's because, as you may have guessed, I am not much of a voiceover artist. What I've had to do is go through all of the footage and chop out all the ums which you've just heard. So for example, go onto the PC at all. I've now shot my... That doesn't sound too bad, but if I were to mute this and just let that play out. PC at all. I've now shot so yeah, there's plenty of these, and I just quite like it. So I've gone through and I have cut out all of those ums and ahs, and this is pretty common practice actually when you've got presenters who are not really that good and or not practiced. It's something you can practice and get good at, but in the meantime it's just nice to kind of put this on as a finishing touch. It's nice to kind of make it a bit more professional and a bit more pleasant for people to listen to, because you've cut out all the ums and ahs which could be annoying. So that was just a final extra stage on top of everything else. And you can see how my edit is set up as well. You know, I brought in the initial presentation that I did, the intro, and then we finish on the actual video itself.
which have got minor edits in as well, and then eventually this will be made part of a larger video. So hopefully that's another useful stage for you to think about that you might not have normally thought about when making an instructional video.
Okay guys, well that concludes the end of our tutorial on how to make good chili sauce and how to edit in camera. To finish off the tutorial, I'm now going to sample some of this amazing chili sauce that we've made, and just take a wee dram to see if it's good and spicy. So given how many Scotch bonnets are in there, we hope it's not going to me up too bad. Okay, slow burn, and then yeah, hits the back of your throat. So you know you've done a good job when it's that spicy. Well, cheers guys, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Stay safe and stay tuned.